What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Friday, episode 452 piece, the best BTL of the week, presented by SeatGeek, hosted by your two co-hosts, Krabs and Javon. If you guys are hitting the park this weekend, I already bought my tickets as soon as Javon got my head last night and said, how are you not going to go to that Verlander versus Score game? Immediately after stream, within 25 minutes, I had my tickets purchased on SeatGeek using promo code Bookit for $20 off. It works. You type in the promo at checkout. It's so fucking easy. If you haven't used it, you literally get to the fucking checkout, type in Bookit in the promo section, and it takes $20 off. Why would you not do it? Grow the fuck up. Buy your tickets on SeatGeek this weekend. If you're not already using SeatGeek in your repertoire to find tickets, like you should be on all the fucking apps, you're behind. And SeatGeek typically has the cheapest tickets. So go give that a shout. Super easy to use. Use promo code Bookit for some free beers at the games. All right? Javon, squad ride, cake. That one really stung. But, you know, what can we do? It is what it is. Definitely want it on record. We cannot be making excuses on, the pitcher getting hurt. We didn't score a single run there. Yep. So we move. You can't win if you don't score. And the D-backs did not bring the bats to San Francisco last night. Okay? DMP galore on our slips. Yeah, a lot of DMPs last night. 100%. Krabs, I updated your KBO records. Fat Girls, the thing is, though, man, I also lost a lot of bets on the 24-hour, so unless you included those as well, it's probably just cake. W transparency. Somebody pass me that broomski, please. Do me a favor, pass me it. We're going to need it. Okay, sweet piece on the KBO. We took a business trip to Korea, Javon, and we returned with our pockets full of cash. It was that simple. All the underdogs won yesterday. We backed all the favorites in the nasty spots. They were all laying fat juice. They had guys with 10 ERAs, 12 ERAs going against aces. It didn't matter. Give me that broomski. Pass me it. Sweep. 3-0. All right, I said 2-1 or better. I gave you 2-1 or better. That's why you tail. That's why you watch Night Sweats. I hope you guys enjoyed it last night with Javon, me, and Lauren. Ribbit some MLB The Show. Lauren and Javon carrying, obviously on the fields. Me getting in the KBO lab. I liked it. I had a good time.
Yeah, it was huge. W broomski. I tapped in.
Pass me it, folks. Yeah, if you just put Eric Fetty back out there, I mean, I'd be betting that league every night. It was honestly unbelievable to watch Eric Fetty pitch in that league. I mean, the guy looked like Hercules.
Cy Young.
He looked like the greatest pitcher to ever step foot in South Korea. It was insane. Let's not forget about the plus 750 cash. Yeah, we are dialed today, Devin. Although I do apologize to Goots and Nick earlier. Did not make it to the socials call this AM because I woke up for the end of the KBO cake. And then fell back asleep because I was so fucking tired. But we're here, all right? We've been labbed up. We've got plays for you guys. We went 3-0 on the KBO. What more could you ask for? Nothing. Well, maybe a better sharp report from yesterday. We didn't give you that. Okay. Javon, any comments on the sharp report from yesterday? 2 pushes and 2 L's. Ooh.
Yeah, that was what, 4 pushes / DMPs, 2 days?
Yep.
History being made.
That might be history. That's got to be a record. Call Guinness.
Yeah, it's got to be a record.
Call him up.
We might have to spin. But yeah, D-backs should wager.
Yeah, we're spinning. Let me just make sure I'm reposting this BTL tweets. But yeah, we're spinning that goddamn wheel, unfortunately. We'll get to it. We got a couple other housekeeping items we got to go through first. Guys, like I said yesterday, if you missed it, if you weren't around, I know the slate was moose and maybe you took off yesterday. You're back today. Good to see you. Okay, we did spin the wager wheel the other day. And, it did not go too well for us. We are going to spin it again today after a squad ride L. I think, honestly, looking at that sharp report, I think we probably both spin that shit, to be completely honest with you. I think we probably both deserve it. We'll get to that here in a moment. All right, let's go ahead and recap. No king of the boards. We didn't have any plays. We got to finish that up today. Javon, I believe, has 3 plays left. Hopefully he likes the boards. And then I've got, I think, 2 plays left for king of the board, and I'm 3-0. So we'll see what happens. Please have Krabs bring a glove into the Nats and Astros game. I will be there tonight, boots on grounds. If anybody's going to be there, I'll be in the Diamond Club. Come find my ass. All right? I'll get you a beer for free on me. It's Ultra Fridays at the park tonight. It's going to get dangerous. It's going to get weird. All right? Who knows? Maybe the Nats will even steal a win against Justin Verlander. They've done it before.
Just might.
They've done it before. Okay? And talk about a perfect day to wear this fucking vintage hat right here. You couldn't ask for it. Okay?
Nice
with
reminder.
The 5-year anniversary. Only team ever in MLB history to celebrate a 5-year World Series anniversary. Probably because we don't have much to celebrate, but we're doing it. That's what we're celebrating this weekend at Nats Park in D.C. Can't make it up. They're giving out replica rings on Saturday. If anybody's going to the park on Saturday and gets me a fucking replica World Series ring, I will be indebted to you. Make it happen. Hit my DMs. Get me a fucking replica ring. I'll pay you. I'll Venmo you. I'll shout you out. Whatever the fuck you want. Please get me a ring on Saturday. I can't make it. I need one of those. They look fresh. They look heavy. They don't look like the cheapies that a lot of these teams give out. I'm fucking pumped. But I'll be there tonight. I'm
That's
stoked.
crazy.
Hopefully not bringing a glove. But we will spin the wheel on BTL today. And we'll see. Lauren, I need that ring. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to feel like I was on that team. Just for a moment. Okay. Javon, what else we got, man? We got a minute for me to bitch. There's the ring. W Goots. W Private Investigator Goots. Finding everything we're talking about immediately. Let's go. Yeah, they look fresh, dude. I saw a video of somebody taking it out of the case, too. It looked heavy. I mean, it's not worth anything. It's probably worth $5. But it's pretty fucking sick, if you ask me. W Mems, if you ask me. All right?
Yeah, it's wild.
Gosh, I might have to fuck around and rewatch the 9.5 minutes, quick recap of the World Series back from 2019 later today. Reminisce. What's up with the Astros being minus 150? Well, they are the Astros. Okay, they are the Astros. What's the Twitch channel? The Twitch channel is Bookit Sports. You can also go watch on YouTube, my man, Bookit Sports. You pick, all right, whatever you prefer. If you guys are watching on Twitter, come on over to the YouTube. Come on over to the Twitch. All right, plenty of room. The water's fine. 20,000 of them. Predict how many are left over. No, it's the 5-year anniversary. They're going to have all the fucking people there this weekend. They're going to show up. Those are going to be sold out. Cubs is the play. Yeah, Javon, you want to real quick touch on that Cubs game? I believe it starts up in like an hour 10, but we have some time, right?
Yeah, we don't need to rush into that one just yet. You can get your bitching out of the way first.
All right, good. Krabs, how much is the replica rings? Well, I told you guys before, brain rot. Okay. Yeah, over under $4 that costs the team to make that replica ring. Goods, run that shit. I want to bitch for a minute. So I'm a little bit confused here, folks. We've been seeing a lot of weird airline stuff going on recently. There was actually almost a crash at Reagan by me yesterday, which is pretty fucking wild. We've seen all these reports recently, all these incidents upticking. Kind of scary. You see windows flying off of United planes. And look, I'm not I don't work for the airlines. I don't really know shit about these planes or what's going on, but I've just seen all this over my feet. Maybe this is always going on. Maybe it's always this sketch. I don't know, but it seems like, weird shit going on right now with these United planes. I checked my feed earlier today, Javon, and I see the Rockies hitting coach flying their plane. Okay? Now, I don't know if this guy has a pilot license, and I don't care. But the way he's talking and acting, we're not going to play the sound because it's already hard to understand him anyways. He sounds like he's drunk. He sounds like he's literally trying to drive the fucking plane. He starts pushing buttons and shit. If I was on that fucking plane and the hitting coach, who, by the way, can't even figure out how to teach me how to hit on the Rockies because we're moose shit, now you want him to go fly a plane? What are we doing, man?
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like it.
Wild.
I have never seen anything like it. This is the most Rocky shit I've ever seen in my life. They've got the hitting coach flying the plane. Maybe that's why he doesn't know a lick about teaching people how to hit. He's too busy learning how to fucking fly these big hunks of metal through the air. Chad, have you ever seen anything like this? Yeah, is he fucking on a Disney roller coaster ride? Brother, you're getting from point A to point B during the MLB season. Take a seat. Put your seatbelt on, maybe. It could get turbulence. You don't need to go up in the captain's seat and grabbing the fucking steering wheel. What is this, dudes? Apparently they're like investigating it. They're like, this is the weirdest thing ever. We're going to look into it. Why the heck was the Rockies hitting coach up in the captain's chair driving the plane?
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? I don't know. This is just the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen and the most Rockies thing I've ever seen. Goods?
It's just, it can't be the hitting coach's fault. Someone's got to let him in there.
Well, yeah, he didn't, break his way in through the freaking door for sure.
I know.
He talked his way up in there and the pilots were like, yeah, fuck it. I don't know. That just
sketches. So United's saying they're deeply disturbed. Well, it's your own pilots. Figure it out.
What are we doing?
We are deeply disturbed. Yeah, what did he hold you at gunpoint? I'm pretty sure they check for those. I don't think they have any weapons on that plane. Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, one of the weirdest things ever. Maybe that pilot had a crush on the Rockies. Maybe he's a lifetime fan and said, you know what, fuck it. If I go down, at least it'll be with the team flying it. You know, I've never seen something like this before in my life. You can't even figure out how to be a hitting coach, and now you're flying a plane. Maybe lock in. Maybe that's when you open up the laptop on the plane and maybe look at some spray charts. Maybe look at how to get your young guys at the bottom of that order some extra ABs. Having the guys at the top force a couple extra pitches. I don't know anything that a hitting coach would fucking do. Open up the laptop and let's put the steering wheel away. All right, brother?
Yeah, why don't you get in the lab, man? Get
in the lab and figure out how to teach these guys how to hit. You play in Colorado where they hit 500-foot home runs and your team stinks and you're flying a plane instead of getting in the lab. Unbelievable. Oh, all right. Get this shit off my screen. All right, we're going to do the wager wheel now. You guys are ready. You guys are excited. I have a feeling this is going to turn into the most electric part of the show. It's early. You guys are still learning it. I still think we can get some better options on there. We could probably find maybe a cooler looking wheel. I don't know. This is only the second fucking time we're spinning it. Okay, here's two things that I do know. All right, we had a good idea yesterday. I think what we're going to do is when one of these wins, right, we take it off, and then on the next show, before we spin it, we're going to add some new stuff. We're going to brainstorm some options with you guys. We might need your help. Okay, we surely might. Now, I believe the MLB Bozo pack was mine from a couple days ago, and let me remind you guys, that was the worst wager on earth, and it was fading my Nats who beat the Dodgers, okay?
Yes, Bess.
That really sucked, I'll be honest with you. That was a perfect way. You couldn't script a better way to start the fucking wager wheel. Unbelievable. So we're going to take that one out. I had a good idea walking home last night after my kickball game, sure, before sweats, and I thought, I'm walking past the baseball field right next to my crib, and I'm thinking, this would be kind of a funny content. Maybe I could sit out in the stands in full uniform with a bat and bug these teams and ask them if I can get a celeb hit, a celeb AB. You know what I mean? Like a celeb shot in beer pong. I'm not calling myself a celebrity, but I'm saying I want a celebrity shots, in the batter's box during their game in full uni with the bat ready to roll and asking them, until they say yes eventually or, call the cops. Get Goots up here, quick drive. He can film the whole thing. I think that would be ridiculous. And I'll guarantee those people a home run. And I'll hit it too. And I'll hit the cages before and everything.
That is actually insane.
Background out.
Actually insane, bro.
Yeah. So we're going to add that to the list. I don't know how you type that out.
I said,
format it.
I'd put full uni asking for celeb AB. I think we'll know what that is.
Celeb AB? Softball,
Yes.
celeb AB, because it's during softball games. You could put that. Perfect.
Well, full uni's got to be in there.
Full uni? I don't even know if I have uni, and I should not have said that or added that. God damn
Yeah,
it.
full uni. Full uni's crazy.
We'll get you.
Anybody got any adult baseball pants I can borrow? I don't think I had my high school with stirrups anymore. And I don't think they would fit. Okay.
No.
Krabs, what happens if Alec Manoah strikes you out? What, the Alec Manoah just comes out of the woodworks and just starts throwing me softballs?
I mean,
that would be
pitching
where
for
he's
the
playing
conference
right now.
leagues. Yeah.
He's pitching right now?
No,
yeah,
he might
probably.
end up across the street.
Straight up. That might be where he ends up if he doesn't get his fucking shit together in the minors. A little rec league softball. Krabs, would you rather pitch to Judge or take an at bat against Manoah? If I pitched to Aaron Judge, he would take me 450 feet over the fence, and I would look like a fool, and I would regret that the rest of my life. Now, if I could get in a bat against Manoah, I could do something. All right, Javon's seen the swing. He knows what's up.
You could do a little something.
I could do something.
Manoah is meat.
Me. All right. So did we already make the little pivot here, kids? Have we changed?
We did for you,
wager
but not
wheel.
for Javon.
All right.
we
Javon,
gotta
you got
take off
any
reverse run line.
ideas before we start brainstorming here?
I mean, we can brainstorm, throw some ideas out there in the chat too. I don't know
Which
what I'm
one
thinking.
was yours again? Remind the people what we're taking off that already hit.
Reverse run line is the one's going to
MLB reverse run line.
Also,
Chat.
equally, if not worse of a wager than the Bozo pack.
Yes.
People forget, literally complete game shutout, the quickest game in Fenway Park history. I saw
Literally
that the next
quickest.
day.
Was it under 2 hours?
Yeah, it was 1:47. The quickest game in Fenway Park history. And you had the reverse run line.
What about? If I
What about
bet,
this?
On 24-hour stream.
I ain't giving you
Pitching my
24.
wager
I ain't
wheel.
giving you 24, but I'll give you a Saturday weekend stream. How about that?
Now, that's a good option. Let's keep that in the bank, but let's also read through these options in chat and make sure we're not missing anything here. Shave all facial hair and take a headshot in a Yankees cap and pinstripes. Yeah, that ain't happening, brother.
That ain't happening.
Under on the lowest run line. I like all the ideas. Keep them coming. When the Yanks come to town, wear a full Yankees uni. The Yankees do come to town. I think they play the Nats at some point this summer, and I need to step to that game. A Javon 24-hour 999. No, thank you. I've already done it at 10-10-10. Go check my TikTok. It's on there. Day 2 idea. Throw a dart at a map and bet the nearest team playing currently.
I could get the dart factors
to that. Now, I do have a dartboard at my crib. I don't have a printer though. We're moving on.
I have a printer. I could make this happen if need be.
Yeah, you think it's worth driving an hour to give me a piece of paper? No.
Well, I can just do it for you.
You could do it.
I could just throw the dart.
Interesting. Yeah, you probably get a fucking 180, dude, and your nails at darts.
Probably, yeah.
Goots would be handpicking that fucking punishment. I'm not letting you throw that dart. Are you kidding me? You're going to get to pick whatever you want. I'm going to be bringing a glove to the game.
Yeah.
Javon's got to act like Hampel. I don't even want to see that. Can't place a bet for 24 hours.
Hampel's crazy.
Nobody wants that, bro. Beer mile.
Take the most public side of the day.
You know, we could just go with Javon's weekend stream promise. I wouldn't hate that move.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday stream.
You want to do Saturday stream? You want to do most public side of the day? We already have Take Trent's card on here. We're not going to put Fade it because we do that every day already. Okay, that would be anything different than we do right now. Okay. Why don't we do Saturday stream?
Let's do that.
Fly plane.
Yeah. What happens? Sure. Yeah. What the? Learn how to fly plane and sketch everyone out. Okay. We got that man Cran resubbing as well. Let's go, that man Cran. Sure he can. We're
doing weekend stream.
Hold off here. Yes, that would be the shift. Now I'm a little bit interested here. Like, let's say Javon spins and it lands on that softball celeb shot. Like, does Javon have to go?
Well, I can take it off for Javon's spin if
just respin it. Just respin it if it.
Let's just respin if that happens. We got Paul M4C coming in, giving out a subby. Let's go, Paul. That's my goat. Javon is done with his wager wheel. He wants to see it spin. He's tired of talking about the bullshit. Let's go ahead and rip that fucking thing. Let's see. Javon, you go first.
I'll go first this one.
Let's see what Javon lands on, folks. The second ever wager wheel. The punishments are only going to get worse. Let's see what Javon lands on for Friday night.
Oh, no.
Please keep going. Please keep going.
60 seconds. Supergoats.
Yes.
Got there.
Thank God.
Javon,
I thought we had to do a fucking days for a squad ride after that moose shit D-backs play last night. I was really hoping that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, we can do that. As we're crafting squad right at the end. We can go through.
We got to set the timer.
60-second Supergoats. We cannot forget about that one, Goots. I'm going to put that in the outline so that I see it real quick.
You got to ask Chelly for some tips.
I wonder if there's a timer you can pull up on the screen.
Oh, there is. Yeah.
There is.
Just going.
Goots knows how to do it because he's a goat. All right, guys. W's. Abrams less than fantasy score today. I don't know. I kind of like runs in that game, and we're going to talk about it. Chat, looks like Javon has to do a 60-second Supergoats during this BTL ep. So you just let me know when you're ready, my man. We can do it towards the end. No stress. All right. Are we ripping it for me now? Are we taking today off? Do I get a pass?
No, we're ripping it for you. No, it ain't up to Crabs.
It's not giving me handouts.
No
That's
handouts.
Okay. I don't like handouts. I'm actually very against those. Let's go ahead and spin this goddamn wager wheel. Let's see what I get. And if I have to bring a glove, I will petition this.
I'm coming to the game tonight if you're bringing a glove.
Peepaw's mitt.
Thank God.
Tail Trent's prize picks.
That might be worse than bringing a glove.
Yep. Tails prize picks.
Tail Trent's prize picks entries for a day. Oh, there goes my entire balance. Great. Just when I was starting to build it back up, man. I got a Tail Trent's prize picks for a day.
All right. Respin, see if you get the glove of the game.
No, I don't want to respin. I'm actually kind of low-key happy about that one.
Okay.
All right, Tail Trent's prize picks for a day. every Prize Picks entry that Trent takes today, I'm going to tell.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to hit him up after this. I'll have my people reach out to his people. I'll probably just hop on Surge if he's doing it today, and I'll give him the rundown. But I have to tail every single one of his Prize Picks entries, and I have to recap it for you guys. Let's see how he actually does when he, because we know he sneak nukes entries left and right. He might not be posting those as he should. He wants some action out there, but let's see how he actually does for all of his entries in one day. We're about to find out. Okay?
Yeah.
Get that damn wager wheel out of here, Goats. It's done its job. I'm done looking at her. Get it away.
Want to get a sharp report?
Get it away. Yeah. Let's get a sharp report. All right.
Sure.
Let's take a peep at the slate for today. We're going 4 plays each, quality over quantity here. Look, we do have some other sports in play today. We do have some NBA games tonight. Very excited to talk about those. We will touch on them. We do not have any more hockey until the weekend, but we can surely talk a little bit about the hockey in the series going on if we have time. Okay. Most importantly, we obviously have the sharp reports. We've got the 60-second Supergoats that we got to craft up on here at some points, and the BTL squad ride after a moose shit loss last night when they couldn't even score a single run. We got to bounce back. We got to hit one today and build the bankroll up. All right, because although the KBO coins came home, we got to get back on track, and I would love to have a winning week with squad rides. I think we're 2-2 this week. A 3-2 week would make my fucking day. All right, after we've been struggling for a little bit, it would make my day. So lock the fuck in, chat. Get ready to attack the board. Start getting that brain warmed up. Start getting it loose, because we need you clicking that right button later. All right?
Sure.
Javon, can I take you to Cincy? Do you mind?
You can.
Sure. Let me take you to Cincy. I like runs here. We'll see how it goes. I mean, the total's up from 9 to 9.5. We got Anderson on the bump. Lodolo, who I believe threw a shutout, an unbelievable start in his first outing of the year. Great outing. Shout out Trent. That's his guy. Looks like he might be back. I'm not buying it yet. I'm going to have to see a couple more through the hoop here. I want to fade, actually, him and Anderson, who have looked great so far this season. Well, that total's on the way up, and they're playing in that Great American Small Park. It smells like runs to me. It really does. I think we're getting plenty of them. If these guys were going to deal like they've been doing in recent starts, I really don't think we'd see this total this high, even in Cincinnati. Just look at how they pitch. They've looked great so far. But that total's up to 9.5. And the splits look sharp. Some big old bets being dropped on that over, including mine. All right? And we've seen both these teams coming off of some unders as well. Cincy has had 2 straight unders in their last couple, and then LA's coming off an under too. So, these offenses overall have shined, I feel like, this season. At least LA has. Maybe not Cincinnati recently in that Seattle series, but does that even count, Javon? They're playing out in Seattle on the road. There's never runs
it's
in
much
that
different.
series.
It's never
You know what I mean?
a great
It's the
hitting
opposite.
environment. Yeah.
It's the opposite. So now they come home in their fake, made-up park that's right there behind Yankee Stadium is, the most bullshit fake parks ever that I really want to get to and watch some home runs at. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't get how it's, allowed. It's nukes galore. It's like, almost playing under different rules here, under a different house in Cincy. But, I'll use that to my advantage with this bet, and I'll, expect some runs here, over 9.5. I think this soars over by the 7th inning. I don't think it's going to be close.
I'm in on that.
You like it?
Yeah.
All right. Word. Take me to San Francisco. Oy. All right. Oh, we're on the same play here. I like it.
Yeah, the over.
Why do you like runs?
Going back to it. First of all, I think Blake Snell, not really, we joked about it yesterday. He's had a terrible start. I think it's a little bit because he wasn't able to get ramped up, but I also think it's a god-awful matchup for him against the D-backs because the D-backs are super patient. They don't chase outside the strike zone, really. They're really good against lefties. We've talked about that to start the year, so I think he struggles for a little bit. Obviously, you're getting a low number because of the situation they're in San Francisco, a huge pitcher's park, and you have a not their best hitting environment. It's kind of how it goes every Giants game in San Fran, but Snell, I think it's touched up a little bit today. Pitch count gets high. Get the back end of that bullpen exposed for a little longer, and then on the other side, too, you have Jordan Montgomery making his debut, who I also think is going to have a little bit of a tough time first start against a lineup who could stack a lot of righties against you. So I think it's not going to take too much. You're not going to need a full onslaught of runs in this game. You're definitely going to need a little more than yesterday. But the matchups, I think, are significantly better. So I think we're getting runs here.
We're getting some runs, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I'm in. I also have this over. I wanted to kind of buy low on these bats in this matchup. I kind of like what I saw out of the Giants, at least minimally, yesterday, even when our guy Logan Allen went in there and low-key dealt for
Yeah,
Arizona
fake one.
after we chirped him. Like I was watching him up here while we were playing MLB The Show. Like not only just the results, like he was hitting in spots, he was making plays with his glove, he was hustling to first, making putouts. Hell of a job. And the Giants were still able to, put together a bunch of base hits. They really weren't able to string together like 3 or 4 at a time because, they obviously couldn't get on the scoreboard. But I liked their approach up there, and I feel like they're confident here at home, at least in the series against Arizona. And the Arizona bullpen isn't great. Jordan Montgomery's making his debut. That's a fade, right? I'm sure Jamon will be nice and settled in a month or so, just like Blake Snell, just like we talked about. But these guys need reps. We've seen it with older pitchers in the past who have been great. It's almost like they need more spring training time, but you can't risk it because you don't want the guy getting hurt or, utilizing all his fucking pitches in the spring. But then they go into the season kind of cold and they're not really locked in. It's going to take these guys a little bit. Now, I don't love the movement of this total. I think I saw it, open up at 8 at one point or at 8 before, and now it's at 7.5. But there's 2 goats on the mound, right? And it's a pitcher's park, and it was 2-0 yesterday. Okay, so those all cancel out that, and I like runs. And all it's going to take is one of these 2 arms, these 2 vets, to give up a couple Turks, and I think that's more than feasible with how Blake Snell's looked and with it being Jamont's debut.
Yeah, for anywhere other than San Francisco, and I guess you could put like Seattle in this category too. Like I would be a little concerned, but it's the same totals we always see in those games, so not really worried about wherever it moves.
With how Snell has looked, do you guys not feel great about the total as low as 7.5? That's just kind of how the totals roll out there in San Francisco, my man. They're typically 7.5, 8. Maybe if there's some new shit arms, it's 8.5. But God, baseball is such a weird sport that I think people who didn't play the sport don't really understand. It's the only sport out there where the field dimensions are different at every single fucking place, right? And it does affect the sports, and it affects the total. It affects, the game a lot. They're not playing on a 100-yard field here. San Francisco is playing in that giant park. The weather's a little bit cold out there still. The ball's not flying. There's crazy gaps. That wall in right field, there's a lot going on out there. So the totals are always a little bit lower out there, just like the totals in the Great American Small Park and Yankee Stadium are a little bit higher, right? That's just how it rolls. So, the more comfortable you guys get with baseball, the more you'll understand that. But it's such a weird sport, dude. The fact that you can have that be a rule or a thing is crazy to me. But, if you know ball, it doesn't affect it. But if you have no fucking clue what's going on with these parks or teams or the weather or, all that shit, you're kind of screwed. You're behind the 8 ball. That's why you guys need us. All right? Arizona, San Francisco over is scratching my brain wrong. Oh, no. I don't like that. Soccer 2 crabs, and soccer also has the altitude effect. Yeah, doesn't soccer have different size pitches? I also heard that recently, which is weird. I never knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think depending on the
those are the
leagues and
same.
shit too, or the home fields can have different dimensions somehow a little bit. I never knew that until a couple months ago. Super weird. Would love to know more on that, honestly, if somebody in chat knows. We're going to keep powering through here, though. We both like the over. We like runs in San Francisco for multiple reasons. The only reason why that total's so low is because they're playing in that goddamn park, and you got those 2 big names on the bump, and it was 2-0 yesterday. Or 5-0, whatever. They put on some of those, late runs. It didn't matter. In my head, that game ended 2-0. Okay, that's when it was over. Let's keep moving. All right, I got the over in DC today, and I am very curious to hear Javon's thoughts on this one because, the total did open up at 9. That scared me a little bit because initially I was like, okay, it's Verlander and Gore, and my, Mackenzie Gore, fan of a brain is thinking would love for him to deal against a struggling Houston team and get some wins here while we can while they're still struggling here. And then I'm starting to think, that total opening up at 9 with Justin Verlander, a future Hall of Famer, and Mackenzie Gore, who looks like a Hall of Famer this season, maybe that's a little high for a reason. And maybe that's why we're seeing it get pulled down to 8 most places. Now, if you look at the splits, they are very sharp towards the over. 51% of bets are on the over, which is fine, but 71% of the handle on the green book is on the over. So some big bets, including myself, are being placed on this over. And I like runs in DC. The only thing I don't like is the weather, right? It's supposed to be a little cloudy, overcast, kind of cool. I don't love that in DC because I know that, the cooler it is before we get into the summer, sometimes that does affect, we get some more warning track balls than we would nukes. But I'm going to take my chances here. I think Verlander might get roughed up a little bit. The Nats bats look pretty solid right now, and he's making his debut of the season. He hasn't pitched in forever. Who knows how he pitches, right? We just talked about all those veteran debuts yet. I don't expect a great start from him. And if, he was going to pitch great, the total probably wouldn't have opened up at 9, guys, against the Nationals, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Especially coming off of some unders. Okay? I think it's runs. I don't even care that it got pulled down from 9 to 8. I think that's probably from, maybe bets. Maybe, I don't even know. I can't even make it make sense. Maybe the weather. I don't know. I don't care. I'm still taking the over, even with that move.
Yeah, and I mean maybe it's weather related or whatever, but I don't think you're going to need like nukes in this game because you have Mackenzie Gore, who's a lefty, going up against the Astros. So I mean, I don't think he's going to miss many barrels, and kind of same deal with Verlander. The Nats don't strike out really as much against anybody. So and he's probably not fully ramped up. I know his last rehab start, I don't even think he got to 80 pitches. So I don't know how long he's going to be going in this game.
Probably go 70, 75-ish today.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there, maybe a little more. We'll see. But yeah, I think this is going to be a big contact game, and they're going to make life tough for both pitchers. And I don't know. I woke up and I also wanted to take this over. It kind of let it splooge, but it's his Plums screaming like a Yerfie, an early bang in this one, which would be huge for the over.
I'll make sure I get there nice and early then. Post it up.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, maybe
Shaking
do that.
The gates.
See another CJ Abrams leadoff nuke like he had in LA.
Bro, CJ Abrams, man. What a dog.
He's kind of good, Krabs.
What a fucking dog he is, man. A pit bull. A pit bull. Imagine you're CJ Abrams. You're playing out there in San Diego a couple years ago. You're at one point one of the highest, prospects in baseball. The results really haven't been there. The pop hasn't been there. The fielding definitely wasn't there. People are calling you out. People are saying you're a bust. You get traded for, in that Soto deal. They don't want you anymore, right? Imagine the team that puts all this, time and effort into you, drafts you, says you're the greatest thing since sliced breads, right? You're one of their top prospects. You're their baby. Imagine them coming to you one day and saying, we don't want you anymore. Get the fuck out. We're trading you. That shit hurts. It's like getting fired. That shit hurts. Okay? These are people too. We forget about that. Abrams says, you know what? He's got 2 options. He keels over and dies. He takes his coins from that fat, contract from being a prospect, and, he maybe plays some years in the MLB, and next thing you know, he's on the bench or, back in the minors or, playing on the fucking Savannah Bananas. I don't fucking know. Option 1. That's that. Option 2. He battles through the adversity. He proves everyone wrong. He hits fucking nukes. He tells our hitting coach, Donnell Coles, who, might be a shitty hitting coach and likes to tell everybody to hit ground balls, but at least he doesn't fly airplanes, while the team's traveling. He tells Darnell Coles to go fuck himself. I'm not hitting ground balls. I'm hitting nukes. And look how it's worked. His stats are great. His defense is great. He's a leader in that locker room. He's a swag hound. He's playing great defense. CJ Abrams is the future, and I could not be more stoked. Could not be more stoked. He's a good-ass player.
There you go. Out of 0 for 4 with 3 Ks loading. Actually, Glaze today.
Don't take him today on Prize Picks after that.
Yeah, that might be cake.
He is a swag hound. Yeah, you never heard that? He is a swag hound. He's swaggy, bro. He's a dog. All right, take me to the Yankees. Kind of blowing. I'm seeing that on there, but take me to New York. What do you like about them today?
Yeah, the one juicy side I'm going to lay today against the Rays. I just really don't like Tyler Alexander today in that matchup specifically because he's been pretty terrible to start the year, and he had his one decent start last time out. I don't even know if he started. I think he might have came in as a bulk guy, but same thing. But it was against the Giants. Really good matchup for him, and it was a Trop too, obviously. But now he's facing the Yankees, and he's a lefty who cannot keep the ball on the ground, big time fly ball guy, and he cannot pitch to righties. So what does that mean? You know what I'm definitely scared of, Krabs? I'm definitely scared that game-winning hit woke up Judge. And what would be a perfect time to continue, or not even continue, but continue to get hot, I guess you could say, than facing a guy who is going to throw you plenty of meat over the middle of the plate and cannot pitch to a righty. So I am really scared of another Judge or Stanton bomb today, but up and down that lineup, I mean, there's going to be 7 righties in the lineup for the Yankees, like outside of Soto, who is already the toughest matchup for anybody, and you can guarantee he's getting walked probably twice today by Tyler Alexander. So I think it's a really bad matchup for them. The Rays, anytime they go to the Bronx, though, they usually hang around in those games, which is why I tried to not get too cute in how I backed them and just decided to just eat it and lay the juice. But I think they're winning this game today.
Okay. I mean, they are minus 175. They better fucking win this game.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying that,
should.
laying plenty of juice in the KBO this morning. So, sometimes you got to not fear it and embrace it. I am gonna chirp you though, obviously, when you're putting a 175 on here, but
You
I've done
should.
the same. And let's cash it. It just has to be the Yankees though.
Does have to
any
be
other
the
team you could
Yankees.
lay juice with?
No, had to be the Yankees, Krebs.
All right. Well, the fact that it's against your squad makes me feel more comfortable about it, to be honest with you. And the fact that Schmidt is laying minus 175 against your Rays, tells me everything I need to know there anyways. They win that.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. All right. I already went over kind of when Javon dug into it as well in San Francisco. Plenty of runs out there, chats. We're both on that play. Javon, real quick, take me to St. Louis. You think we get a little pitcher's duel here between Gibson and Peralta? Huh.
Yeah, I do. And first of all, like just looking through everything in this game, I assume it's something to do with the weather, but like for Freddie Peralta, I have not seen crazier lines for him in this game. And I think he pitches really, really well, but is prone to like a solo shot or two and kind of blow up his outing, which if it's a low scoring game, that would kind of do it. And that kind of correlates with the fact that the Cardinals have come down like 20 cents since we've started this on the ML to where it's almost a pick 'em now, which is really, really strange. I would say the Brewers look like probably one of the easiest bets that we've seen so far this season today. And didn't have the nuts to lay it with that, but I do think Kyle Gibson pitches really well, especially when I assume that this would be coming close to your card. Kyle Gibson, that 2.5 earned run square is up. The Brewers are one of the best teams against righties. I mean, other than like the Michael King outing where he was lights out, they've been destroying every righty that's come across them. Now you have Kyle Gibson, who's been terrible against a couple of the offenses that are, ranked damn near dead last in the Marlins and a couple other teams. He wasn't great against the A's. I think he started in that series too. Now you take a step up, 2.5 earned run square, super, super green. But I think he kind of pitches well today. And or Diamondbacks there too, which they're significantly better against lefties. So you look at what he's done so far. Nice facing the Brewers, which should be toughest matchup of them all by a wide margin. And we see a 2.5 earned run square up. I bet. So, I mean, I think he's going to pitch an absolute duel today. And this is going to be probably a game that the Cardinals sneak out. But like I said, didn't have the nuts for that. I just think we get a boring classic Brewers game.
I might have the nuts for it. I might be able to place this one for us.
Figured
really close.
Figured you'd be there.
I wasn't expecting you to back this angle because it's so nasty, and I know sometimes you like to stay away from them because they're just so fucking putrid. And Kyle Gibson almost being a favorite, makes me want to puke.
Yeah,
it makes me want to throw out my breakfast against Peralta.
It's crazy.
So with that being said, I probably need to take St. Louis on the ML in this game. Maybe it's just the under, like you just pivoted to. That's probably a great pivot. But is it nasty enough? It's
just crazy seeing. I mean, one of the reasons why I forget what day, it might have been like a Sunday or something. I think it was when Kyle Gibson was facing the Marlins and he was at like 3.5 earned runs for like just slightly plus money against one of the worst offenses in the league who are on a fat losing streak. And now, I mean, 2.5 earned runs, minus 125 to the under, lower total game. Yeah, of course. But I mean, it's the Brewers who have been demolishing right-handed pitching this entire season. So I mean, it feels really, really telling that everything that you see on the board for this game.
Now, is anything up for Peralta that's making you feel weird about him as well today? Like, is Prize Picks respecting him or disrespecting him?
You want to go through, there's a lot of low Cardinals lines. Like, I was looking because Phil's was talking about this when I was doing like cheat sheet stuff, BVP. A lot of the guys that have like great numbers, like Arenado and Goldie, absolutely own him. Then I go to look at, hit run RBI lines to see if, they would come up on Prize Picks. They're like plus 140 for 1.5. And then they have like Goldie has a 0.5 total base on the board. Like a lot of the Cardinals offense does. So like, I think that's pretty telling for what to expect from Freddie Peralta today.
Looks like Cran took the bait. Unbelievable.
Could it be the game? Maybe it's the game.
Although you literally you signed up to take the Patrick Corbin 10 plus K square of this season. So I wish you the best of luck. I'm rooting for you, Cran. But I don't know if that shit's hit.
I will say though, they have I don't know what they're gonna do today because Kyle Gibson is innings eater, like at heart, but their bullpen is like really, really rested coming in today, which I mean, I like if they do decide to kind of pull him early before he gets through. I know the lineup, maybe like a third time or whatever it is, like that's great for the earned run square if we have the under and that happens. But I don't really know what they're going to do. So maybe they won't let him go nearly as long unless he's absolutely dealing, which he just might be. So, I mean, that's could be something to lean into for the earned run square, maybe not the 10K game.
Looks like we got a resub in chat from my guy, the Greek boy, for prize picks. Keegan Murray, more than half a dunk. Go Kangs. When's the last time he's dunked?
I don't know. They got
he doesn't
charts.
dunk much, folks.
They got charts up for that stuff now. Yeah,
they do. People forget. Yeah, if you search Keegan Murray, I mean, we can look at it real quick, but it's red as ma. It's 4 out of 5 red.
Figures.
So, we're gonna talk about the NBA as well. I think I believe I saw our goats in here in chat, Ron, earlier. Yep, we do an NHL series preview. We'll do that as well. Yep, we'll talk about that. The weekend plays. We'll look at the series odds. We're going to go over the MLB slate. Javon, do you have a cheat sheet today?
I did. I just dropped it. Just got it out.
No, you didn't.
Sneaked it.
Sneak meat sheet on a Friday?
Did sneak it.
Holy smokes. Talk about being for the people. We're going to need to take a peek at that.
Just waiting for graphic.
Sheesh. All right. Waiting for graphic right now?
No, I was. And then I just got him put it up.
Let's fucking go, chat. We'll take a peep at that puppy as well. Crabs, Javon, peep that Trey Turner bases square on prize picks. Yeah, might as well throw us the weird squares now so we can look. Hurry up, chat. Go, go, go. We'll take a peep real quick, and then we'll finish up the sharp reports. Trey Turner, total bases weirds. I mean, yeah, that's green as ma.
Green as
he's got a demon up as well. He's got a hit goblin square. Look at that square. Towards the bottom there, Goots, for Trey Turner. Look at that one, man. Holy smokes. It's on there. Just look for the little green gob. There it is on the left. Yep. I mean, give me a break, dude. They have his half a hit up against Crochet. A lefty, mind you. Trey likes hitting lefties. Okay? And he's gotten 3, 1, 1, 3, and 1 in his last 5. And he's up for half a hit. Goblin? Yeah, that should hit, right?
Sure.
Surely.
Surely.
I like that under in that game.
Yeah, I do too.
Down to 7.5 now, and the juice is loose. We might see that hit 7. I might need to get in on that. Turnbull looks like a new guy. Crochet, we've seen flashes of him being great this season. The Phillies offense looks like rat meat right now. Phils, cover your ears. But they do. I'm sure they'll get going. But Crochet should have a pretty good matchup against this moose shit Phillies lineup right now. And, you know, the Phillies got Turnbull, who's turned into fucking Max Scherzer. And they're facing the White Sox. So how good of a pitcher do you really need? They stink.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. Any potential Gore square fades? Unfortunately, there are. I don't know if I want to bet them, but there's definitely some squares up there that you could probably fade and make some coins. You know, maybe even just his fantasy score. Maybe even his strikeouts if you've got the cojones, because I think it's super low. Isn't it at 4.5?
Yeah, he probably is not striking out 5.
Although he's on the board for only a demon and gob.
Oh, just a demon and gob now. Got taken down.
I know his under strikeouts has been a very popular play today, which makes sense because he's facing the Astros, who don't strike out, right? It's common sense, 2 + 2. We'll see. Like we talked about, Javon, the reason why Mackenzie's found such great success this year has been that up and in fastball. He's using that fastball to his advantage. That shit has some serious movement, and he's got some extra velo on it this year as well. You have any idea of how Houston likes to handle that high fastball? You think that could be trouble for Mackenzie Gore? Are they just going to take pitches galore and, you know, walk it up and be patient and have Mackenzie Gore fuck it up himself?
Yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, there's a couple guys that I know are not scared to hit a high fastball, aka Jose Altuve and Jordan and Tucker hit those a lot lefty. So, I mean, the top of that lineup should, at the very least, be okay.
Yeah. I think we're going to learn a lot about Mackenzie Gore in the start.
Yeah, it's a big start.
Have an extra motivated Houston team that's playing like rat meat, that gets a series restart against a Nats team that struggles at home and plays better on the road. They just do. I don't know why. Check the data. It's a big game for Mackenzie against a lineup that he does not match up well against. A bunch of veterans who like to take pitches and don't strike out. A couple guys who like hitting high fastballs. We'll see how he does. We're going to know how good Mackenzie Gore really is today. And I'm excited for it. Okay. I am on the over in the game though, Chad. So you could probably take a guess at how you think the game's gonna go, and it's not great. Okay.
Yeah, probably not.
Hey. All right, let's wrap up this sharp report. I think we have a couple more angles here to go over. At least maybe some prize picks talk.
Just
Yeah.
DeYoung.
Just DeYoung. You already went over Gibby. I like that Gibby square. I will be joining you on that journey 100%. Okay. I like Paul DeYoung. All right. I guess he's got 2 last names now. I don't think that's right, but that's okay. I don't give a shit. He's up for 1.5 strikeouts. You know, Trent said something smart yesterday, and I want this on record, and I hope he's listening. Trent said something smart to Lauren about the prize picks board, which I did not have on my bingo card, but he did. He said, Lauren, when those strikeout squares are 1.5, they don't go less than. They only go more than. That's all you take. You either stay off or you take the more than. And you know, that actually registered in my brain a little bit. And I look back in the past, and I know these strikeout squares get kind of sketchy at times. They can get really cold, but they can also get kind of fucking hot. And right now, I'm looking at this Paul DeYoung square. You know, he's been putting the ball in play. He hasn't been striking out too much. And he's playing against Turnbull, who, not a big name guy, but I mean, he's absolutely dialed this year. Paul DeYoung, I don't think he's going to do a single thing in this game. I think he's going to be a Golden Sombrero type candidate with the total down to 7.5. It might even get to 7. I really like Turnbull and how he's looked this season. I like that the Phillies are at minus 180 in this game against Crochet. I feel like if the White Sox had any chance against Turnbull and they were going to put the ball in play, that money line would be way closer. You know, you could get some bait on the White Sox with Crochet on the mounts. Like if the books wanted more action, they could have made the White Sox, you know, plus 120 in this spot to try to get some sharp action. They didn't. All right. They said, I don't give a fuck. The Phillies are going to find a way to win this game in a low scoring affair, is how it's going to go. No balls are being put in play. DeYoung has a hell of a matchup against Turnbull at his best right now. I'll take my chances with his more than 1.5 strikeouts. I think he gets a Golden Sombrero today.
Yeah. All I was going to do is throw him off speed. DeYoung cannot or cannot hit any off speed, and that's 40% of what Turnbull throws.
Well, it's a great matchup then, too. Music
Yeah.
to my ears. Always love when Javon drops those little knowledge nuggets. It adds to the fire. I like it.
Yeah,
Look
there
at
you go.
Goldies real quick. Can we take a peep at Goldies? No rush, Goots, but let's go ahead and take a look over there. Maybe he's got a weird strikeout square too, and I really hope he does. No NBA on the report? No, but we will talk about the NBA. Stick around. We're going to do NBA. We're going to talk NHL series. Javon's going to do his meat sheet talk, and then we're going to do the squad ride. We got a lot to go over here. We're about to wrap up the Sharp Report. Yeah, Goldie looking very similar. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. It's probably a little less weird because it's Freddie
Yeah.
Peralta, but yes, same sentiment.
Chat was saying he's got good success against Peralta.
He does. He's seen him like a good bit. I'm looking up the strikeout numbers exactly because I can only assume 4 and 24 ABs, 8 for 24. It's pretty standard numbers.
Okay.
I'm not shocked.
Sure. Yeah, definitely weird. Probably not as weird as the one we were looking at before. But I like where your head's at.
Still probably gonna hit.
Probably striking out twice. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Chats, I'm feeling pretty good about these plays. Take a mental screenshot of this puppy. You don't have to write them down. You don't have to get the fucking feather pen out and the ink. All right. We will post this on BTL Twitter right after the show. Don't worry. Don't fret. All right. We got you guys covered. Okay. Javon, I'm stoked to see what happens in the MLB today. I feel like yesterday was such a tease. I just feel like there was really, no great action. The squad ride stunk. There were early games, right? But, really nothing in the middle of the day. It was super weird.
Yeah, it was kind of beat.
Really weird.
Didn't like that. Didn't like that
I
at
didn't
all.
either. We got Dr. Fix coming in with a resub. I like that, though. Sure, I like that. Guys, Friday vibes are up. All right, we're smacking a squad ride today. We're giving you guys winners left and right. We're talking about every fucking sport on earth. Okay? Keep the subbies flowing. All right, it's a BTL Friday. We got to get these vibes up. All right? Waiting all night for the cake always hurts. It does. I know that one stung last night. Like I said on Sweats, that was a moose shit bet. We deserve all the chirps for that. Okay? Also want this on record because I said it yesterday and I want you guys to hear it. If we get 10K subs on the YouTube, I will do another 24-hour stream, and I'm sure some of the goats will join me at some points. Okay? 10K subs. It's not going to be easy, but fucking make it happen. Send it in your gambling group chat, our YouTube, and say, yo, boys, subscribe to this real quick. Do me a favor. Help out, all right? That shit helps more than you guys know, and we want to keep doing this stuff for free for you guys. And you sharing the YouTube, telling your buddies to subscribe, helps us out immensely and keeps us locked in, all right? Help us out, guys. Drop a subby. Takes 3 seconds. It's free. Dubs. All right, Javon. You want to go over the meat sheet briefly here?
Sure.
I'd be down to go over that, and then we can hop into some of these games.
Sure. Do it quickly. Tyler
Sure.
Alexander, Turkeys. Sure. Talked about that. Emerson Hancock is in course today, and he's looked really, really shaky to start the year. So I would not be surprised if he doesn't pitch really at his best. Gibson's up there because of Gibson's numbers so far this season. Dean Kramer, that's a game that I sneakily think could have runs, especially the Royals as good as they are against righties. And then Brian Bayo, if he faces, any lefty that sees him well. GG's. Mookie, Bobby, Goats that are up there. Great numbers speak for themselves. Obviously, Mookie, higher sample size. I would not be mad at going to Mookie today. I think he's going to have a pretty big game. Would love to see that. Same for Bobby. I really think, like with the Kyle Gibson and one of these two Brewers, that you're probably going to see just the single solo shot off of him, and that's going to be it. Which, they've both seen him a little bit, so it could happen. But other than that, don't like much offense in that game, like we talked about. And then Christian Walker, I feel like we see this every single time that Blake Snell pitches. He just has his number. So if we're getting the over 7.5 in that game, it's probably not coming from Christian Walker, unfortunately.
Okay.
Go to the bottom goods. I think I talked about all of that stuff. Alexander can't pitch to righties, fly ball guy in Yankee Stadium. That should go well. Talked about this too. D-backs don't chase, don't strike outs. They walk a decent bit too, and are just overall good against lefties. That's not good against Snell. And then the Jays, their offense stinks, dude. Anytime they're not in Toronto, and it really wasn't that impressive in that Yankee series in Toronto either, but it was a little better. But they haven't hit the ball for shit on the road yet, especially against a righty. The only thing keeping up their numbers ever so slightly, just overall, is when they face lefties on the road. And when they're on the road against a righty, they haven't done anything. Matt Waldron is not a guy that I particularly love anyway, but he's just it's one of those guys that you would expect on paper the Jays to be somewhat decent against, and they're probably not going to show up because they're so awful at every facet against right-handed pitching and guys that don't give up super hard contact. So I don't love them today. I'll say that.
Okay.
But sketchy games.
Sketchy games. People forget that guy throws a knuckleball.
He does.
How often does he throw it? Do you have the Savant up? Does he throw it?
I can look at it.
I haven't watched a full start of him yet. I've obviously
seen
clips.
It's
I've watched
30,
Big Inning or
40.
MLB The Show a little bit with him too. Is he throwing that knuckle 95% of the time like R.A. Dickey, or is he mixing in some fastballs in there?
Off the top of my head, I think it's 30, 40. I can look though.
And did this guy come from the O's organization? Goots can answer, because I know the O's had a minor leaguer who threw knuckleballs, and I didn't know if it was the same guy or not from a trade or something.
Yeah, no clue. 36% though, Krabs.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not going to cut it. I feel like you got to go 100% or 0% with a knuckle. You got to either master it, perfect it, throw it every time, be a goat. Mixing in the knuckleball, I don't know. That sounds like it's a last resort type.
Yeah.
I feel like Goots might have some opinions on our guy, though, because he's on the pods.
He is on the pods.
Goots, any opinions on your guy Waldron for tonight?
Padres fans love him because of the knuckleball, but I honestly think he's kind of moose. So I don't typically like to back him when I'm betting the pods, but yeah, knuckleball's fun to watch.
Did he come from the O's?
I don't believe so.
Because the O's had a knuckleballer in the minors.
They did, but that was I think that was 4 or 5 years ago, Krabs.
Okay. He's probably not knuckling anymore, is he?
Well, no, I don't think he exists anymore. He's just not anywhere.
Yep. We got BM Josh coming in, resubbing. Yankees ML is free. Oh, that's a great thing to see on a Friday. Fuck. Appreciate the sub there, BM Josh. W's. All right. Any other Phil's Nugs you want to go over here before we move? Any lasting comments you want to leave the people with here?
No, I'm just good. Trent spawned while we were not at the top, so you didn't see those first two names up there, or else he might have splooged.
Who?
You don't need to see him out.
All right, I'm just going to fucking Twitter, bro.
It's two guys you're probably going to take anyway. So you just take them every day.
Who?
Mookie and Bobby.
Wow.
There she blows.
I just put a 2-unit whale on the standalone under a GG.
Yeah?
Trent betting
Total
on
up to
Wrigley.
9.5. That should be a good look.
Trent betting on Wrigley unders with the wind blowing out is crazy.
Yeah, I feel like that game might low-key soar, and I wanted to talk about it, to be honest with you.
Sorry,
We got
keep
AJ
going.
Puck and we got Trent on the bump. AJ Puck stinks. If I see one more person try to bet on him, I'm going to physically restrain them and tackle them if need be. Talion, on the other hand, I feel like he's probably been up all night thinking about this debut start. Maybe he didn't get a great rest. I don't know, Trent. You could probably confirm since you're him. Are we expecting good things out of Talion here in this start with that total up to 9.5? Are you about a deal today?
Need it.
Yeah.
Chat, can someone send me the picture of Tyone that looks like me so I can post it, please? Would be super OG of you.
There's
Super
also
OG.
that Bookit graphic with him on it where he looks like you too that they tweeted yesterday.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know if that helps or not.
I might
That
use
might work.
That could work.
Yeah. All right. I don't know about that under, Trent. God.
We'll see.
That is the picture that looks like you. Yeah. That is
No, it's
actually
one of
fucking
him on the
weird.
Yank.
It's one of him on the mound that looks like him.
Yeah.
That one's got the Trent head shape though too. That's literally same head shape. That's crazy.
P for Pitt.
Yeah, Pirates. That's for sure.
Goods, dude.
What?
E for piss.
Fuck
And he
you.
just dips. Trent, any comments on the rat piss infestation up in New York City? Will you be staying off the Yankees teams, the New York teams? Will you be backing them in this time of needs? Any thoughts, opinions, comments on the rat piss situation up in New York?
You know what
gotten out
that
of
tells
control.
me? Dodgers run
What?
line the whole series.
Does it?
Dude's just reaching for any reason to take the Dodgers run line.
As if you haven't been, in fucking rat piss enough taking this Dodgers team this season already.
Fuck the
Unbelievable.
Mets. That's the Corp Super Bowl, bro. Mets Dodgers.
Yeah. I mean, also, does nobody give a fuck that the Mets are 10-8 now and everyone acted like they were the Athletics for the first week? Hilarious. They're back. They're fine. They can hit
They
the
were
ball.
the A's. They were the A's.
They were
People
the A's
sleep.
for a second, but it's a 162 season.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll
it's
be
kinda-
honest with you. I have no desire to back the Mets in that game against the Dodgers.
You
Now,
have
the
to
Dodgers are
tail-
playing minus 200, so
You have to tail
Oh,
every
yeah, I
prize
do.
picks.
I do. I'm fucked. So I don't know if you've seen the wager wheel, but we spun it today again. Pretty much when we have a moose shit day, whether it's, a squad ride loss or maybe one of us, doesn't have a Dinger Tuesday winner, maybe the sharp reports are shitty, right? There's only one way, Trent, to get better, and that's, forcing ourselves to do these punishments through the wager wheel. That's the only way we're going to eliminate the losses.
Yep.
Right? So my punishment today, obviously, when we spun because the squad ride lost and it was moose shit, we both went. I have to tail your prize picks entries, all of them, today.
Oh,
So
wow.
if you don't mind, there's zero stress, and I can remind you throughout the day, but I need you to text me those entries. You don't have to text me the link. Just send me screenshots or a video of all of them. I don't give a shit. I'll figure it out, but I need to lock in your entries today, and I'm not happy about it.
I will definitely be cooking up more Supergoats than I planned.
Yeah, I should have fucking told you I wasn't planning on bringing it up because of that exact reason.
You better hope he's not cooking up fucking NHL or NBA series entries too.
Oh,
Yeah, I should have put some fucking fine print in that goddamn wheel slot. Little asterisk saying only plays for today. God damn it. Yeah,
That's-
Trent. No rush, but give me your fucking prize picks entries today. All of them. I need them.
oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna craft some up right now while you're.
Oh, awesome. Great. Appreciate that.
Getting the units
Feel-
flowing early.
Feel free to leave them out if you need. Feel free to not craft today. Take a day off. All right. Javon, are you going to look to be betting this first game of the day? We might as well hop right into it. You gave us the meat sheet report, the breakdown. We're looking at this Miami-Chicago game. It was supposed to be yesterday. I think the total was at 8.5 yesterday. Maybe now we got some wins for this day game today, which is, pretty typical in Chicago, up to 9.5. Are we taking the over? What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm kind of good now staying off this game. I like the Cubs
Yeah.
yesterday because it was a little bit more of Tyone, just fly ball pitcher with the wind coming in. So I was able to lean into that a little more against the Marlins. It's not the case that I can do today. So kind of just staying off. I think I'm good.
Okay. I'm looking to see if there's any weird squares, and I immediately find a Christopher Morel
Christopher Moreau run.
run square that looks like it shouldn't even be on the board. It's some sort of glitch, some sort of mistake.
Yeah.
So he might be
it's probably the
crossing
one.
home plate today, folks.
He might be crossing.
I'm going to keep that one in the bank. Looks like we got 40 minutes until this game starts. Feel free, Javon, if you have any other back pocket squares, throw those puppies out there.
Well, I've been intentionally not looking at the prize picks board because I got to craft the 67 Supergoats.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, when do you want to do that?
You do that right near squad ride time.
Okay. Word. All right. Shit, man. That's going to be fun. You know, Morel is probably crossing home plate. They've also got a Dansby run up, too, and that one's green as Isma. So we're going to stay away from that one.
Yeah.
But that Morel square definitely interests me. I might end up having to take that with something. Looks like they have a Nico Orner run as well after he scored 1 million times recently. Now let's take a peep at Miami. Do you like that AJ Puck more than 2.5 earned runs allowed square?
I mean,
he sneakily has not been allowing many runs. He's kind of been simmering down here.
Yeah, he's been a little better. It's been a little better. So, I mean, I have no problem fading him.
Chat, maybe it's AJ Puck. I'm trying to find a 2-piece for this early slate. I know typically Javon would have the slips, but he's trying to be good and not cheat right now.
Yeah.
We could fade Brian De La Bonds, who got bumped down to 6.5 fantasy score. Holy
He's down
shit.
to 6.5 on today.
Wasn't he at 7 yesterday? It got DNP'd, and now he's at 6.5?
He was 7.5.
7 with wind coming in, but 6.5 with it going out.
Bro.
Riddle me that.
He might be cookie.
Riddle me that. That's wild. Lock that in. Sign me up. Are you kidding me?
Could be like Chung Ho Lee, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes the sharp play looks like the stupidest play on earth, and the guy turns into.
Or how about Estrada fucking swinging up all 4?
I know that one stung. Trent, I'm not gonna lie to you, that one kind of hurt. I had that as well. That sucked. He had a walk right in front of him, man.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be putting squares up there, the cash like that are that free. The people do not deserve this. They don't deserve those coins.
Real quick, I'd like to inform you all, Shelly has bought into a break, and we're gonna watch it on here when he starts ripping it.
Yeah, 100%. The sky is blue. Just take over the reins and screen share that shit.
Yeah.
Hundo pay. I think I have my jerseys, although we're a little pressed on time, so we'll keep ripping. I won't open them now, but I think I got those fucking rat shit jerseys from the 24-hour stream. Try and finally can open those crusty puppies out and use them as cum rags now.
Dude, they are awful quality.
Bro, after the stream last night, I meant to text you, but after the stream, I load up the talk. I'm in bed. I'm about to fall asleep, whatever. I'm doing some scrolls, and I see another fucking break thing pop up. They got my algo locked in. They know what they're fucking doing. They're trying to milk me. What do I see on the fucking rotating spinning wheel right in the fucking center of the screen? It's a little Bo Jackson signed Fungo Pop.
Get that out of here.
And I'm like, yo, is there any chance I can buy that thing, my man? And he's like, nah, not for sale. I was trying to buy it and ship it down to you, dude.
I would be so mad.
I bet.
You know what the Fungo Pops are, Javon? Those little fucking weird.
Yeah, I know what they are.
Things?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a signed Bo Jackson one. And I was just like, dude, I guess Bo Jackson must need a couple bucks these days. And he might have been putting in some elbow grease into these autographs. Seems like he's doing his rounds.
At this.
Bless his heart. He's a businessman. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I bet, man. I bet.
Dude, the wind is blowing 11 mile per hour. Gusts of up to 19 miles per hour out to right field.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're on the under. Good luck. Chat, Christopher Morel, more than half a run. We're taking that. Brian De La Cruz, less than 6.5 fantasy score. We're taking that. 2-piece. 2-piece, chat.
There you go.
Keeping it simple. Shit, it wouldn't let me place it. Hold on.
GG.
Keeping it simple. Javon, why don't we go over some of the other MLB games? Can you take us through what you like? I'll chime in as well. We'll power through those for the next 5, and then we'll talk about NHL series. Okay?
Sure, let's do that.
Take us through MLBs. Obviously, you know, Cincy game probably, or Philly game, or Pitt, or probably the next 3. We've touched on a couple others. So maybe
talk about some of these. Yeah, I mean, we like runs there in Cincy. Pittsburgh's weird. That game's weird because I would love to lean into the Brian Bayo. Still hasn't proven that he can pitch to lefties. It's just the ones on the Pirates are so high variance when you talk about like O'Neal Cruz and Sawinski and all those guys that it's tough to trust because like the swing and miss is certainly going to be there too. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bayo pitches kind of well, maybe gives up like a Turk or two, but not confident enough to go to the grave with that. So I'm staying away from that game. Nats game, definitely like the Nats and the over with you there. 100% agree there.
Nats.
I do like the Nats. Yeah.
Word.
Fat move towards them, which even with the guy making his debut, as bad as the Astros have been too, is a little surprising.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm there. Later with the Yanks. Talked about that. Tristan McKenzie, not a fan. Wouldn't be surprised if the A's made something shake today with Joe Boyle on the mound, who has good stuff.
The over, P.
I could be sharp. Kind of like runs there. I'm not gonna lie. Heaney, Sale. I mean, the Braves being minus 200 is absolutely crazy. So if you want to take the Rangers plus 160, that looks like the most value in a bet of all time. So I will nevertheless not be taking the Rangers today. Sorry, Bookit with Prime. Orioles, Royals. Trent, you got to have some investment in that game. Rangers, Braves.
Believe it or not, I took Braves and Dodgers 2-piece.
Braves and
Dude
Dodgers
said-
2-piece ML. Actually, I could believe that.
Dude said, believe it or not.
I had to just get that out of the way and then actually lock in and take bets other than those two teams.
Now, why?
What do you
did
mean you just
have
had to get
lock
it out of
that
the
in?
way?
Why couldn't you just cut
Dude.
right to the fucking part where you lock in? Why do you have to lock in the Dodgers before you can utilize your brain?
Because you got Yoshi on Friday night and you got Chris Sale at home. Come on. Against Bookit Prime, I'm fading.
Dude, saying I
All right,
had to
chat.
lock that in is crazy.
If you want the 2-piece of Brian De La Cruz less than fantasy score, which is a weird ass square that you should get involved with, and that Christopher Morel more than half a run, which also looks like it has no business being up. Little 2-piece hold the fry. I put $400 on it to win $1,200. Get involved. There's a link. I'd love for you boys to join me as well if you want to. Trent, I'll be telling your fucking entries all day. So
My 3 actual bets beyond those two teams: the Reds, the
Okay.
over in the Guardians game,
Okay.
and the White Sox.
The White Sox, huh?
We're fading the fucking Phillies, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a bias bet.
Plus 1.5. It's not
that's
biased.
the
I like
That's the
Crochet.
fake is sharp play.
I like
Damn,
Crochet.
bitches.
And the White Sox been playing inspiring ball the last 72 hours.
Dude, you just want to fade the Phillies because they sell your shit on the run line all the time. let's not
Even if it's
pretend like it's more than it
subconscious.
is.
Even
Dude,
if it's subconscious, that is 1,000% the case.
I literally admitted when I said the play in my video that it is me trying to be fake sharp.
Okay. Well,
But I wanted to watch some other teams other than fucking Braves.
I love
Astros.
that. I
love
love that.
that.
And I love you taking dogs. I love you trying to get sharp. But Crochet at plus 150 with how solid he's looked this year, man, I don't know. I feel like if he was going to have a chance today, he'd be plus 120, plus 130. Shit, even plus 140.
I just got to say, like, what inspiring ball have you been seeing the White Sox play?
Against the Royals when they stole my fucking coin.
Just the one game.
2 games.
Oh, yeah, I guess they only won once.
Did they not win both games of the doubleheader?
No, they lost the first one. They're 3-15, Trent.
GG.
They're bad.
Not
Well,
good.
Philly should be minus 400 then.
Yeah, I mean,
No, because it's Crochet versus Turnbull.
But it's the Phillies.
The Phillies suck. They can't hit the fucking baseball right now. Phils, put your earmuffs on.
Exactly.
Fucking look
So
worse than the Nats.
we're fading the fuck out of that. What's wrong with that? Why am I
I
getting
like the under.
White
I like
Sox?
the under. I like the under. It's going to be a sweat. It's going to be close. It's
It'll be
probably
close.
a one-run game.
You got a
It's a
shot.
close game. They're predicting over under 7.5 runs. It's probably a 4-3 game.
I'm going to
Phillies
be on
win.
that under, probably. Yeah.
Could be 4-3.
4-3 Phillies win. Book it.
Are
There
you
you
on the
go.
White Sox spread skis?
Yeah.
Okay, word. We can work with that then. All right. Trent,
I
man,
might-
we're just trying to help, dude. And I
I
love
might
that you're
take
trying
the
to get
ML
sharp.
then.
You should take the ML.
I mean, let's be realistic, though. They either win the game or they probably get missed. It's the White Sox.
Maybe not in this one. Maybe not in this one. This one could be close.
Right?
I do
Just
like the under, and I'm probably going to get to counter there with it.
Just like 2 out of the 3 games against the Rockies, right? They should win and cover easy. Surely they don't blow a 7-0 lead in the 8th.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Well,
Good look.
let's move to that Cleveland-Oakland game because that totals up from 7.5 to 8. We've got McKenzie and Boyle on the bump who stink. Are we getting runs here, Javon? Trent seems to think so.
Yeah, we might get runs. I'm not a
We might
McKenzie
get
fan.
runs in this one. Yeah.
McKenzie is not healthy. He may never be healthy. It's
He
like
looks
the
like
A's.
shit, man. I feel bad.
Yeah, he's. I think anybody can
He's
make
hurting.
him look a little tough. Yeah, he's definitely hurt.
He's hurting.
He's playing through stuff, but
Yeah.
Joe Boyle I kind of like too. He's got good stuff. He
Hmm.
just hasn't really put it together just yet. It's like ceiling's there, but the floor's literally in the basement. So he's the guards are tough, really tough matchup, especially because he needs Ks. So we could definitely get runs.
Any Royals, Orioles angles? Goots, feel free to get involved. I'd
Yeah,
like to hear your
runs.
gentlemen's thoughts. Creamer,
that's a good-
Marsh, total up to 9.
Yeah, I like runs. Goots is
Over.
going to say Orioles ML max play.
No,
Yeah,
he's honest with it. He's honest with it.
No, he takes POs every day.
Yeah, and I'm fucking rich.
Oh, yeah, it's facts.
I've
That's
trusted
all
him
it
a couple
says.
times. He's been right. So
I would stay away from him today.
beautiful.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
Shelly, send me the link, bro.
There we go. Yeah, Trev, feel free to take over whenever needed, bro. All right.
Twitter.
Flaherty versus Ryan. Detroit, Minnesota. Detroit
Big
getting
games.
plus 129 on the ML after opening up plus 115, plus 120, getting no respect. Looks like Minnesota's going to win this game. Maybe a square play here.
Yeah,
Twins
I think
ML.
Joe Ryan slices them into pieces today.
Okay. Totals at 7. That means, that would check out there and back you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he has a
This one,
ridiculous
they might
to get
not,
outing.
Detroit might not score. Is this a Detroit team total under game?
This could be. I mean, take the under. Take the. I don't know if you want to lay the Twins on the ML or put that in the lay.
Yeah.
I just think it's Joe Ryan every which way, and I honestly like fading Joe Ryan a lot of times because there's
Am I
spots
seeing
where you
Joe
can't.
Ryan at 38.5 fantasy score like chat's saying? Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything because I definitely saw that earlier,
No.
and I didn't have the number off the top of my head. But Joe Ryan, yeah, all of his lines are ridiculously high.
All right, we
No.
need Dolphins. We need
Here's the
Dolphins.
break. Here's the break. Dolphins.
Dolphins get pulled a
Dolphins.
lot. Come on.
There's 3 helmets.
3 helmets. Black bag,
They're all
Waddle. Black bag, Waddle.
Jeez.
What color is that? It looks green. Is that a fucking Eagles? What is that?
based off the colors.
What the fuck? Jeez.
Jags.
Someone
Jeez.
call Yale. That face mask is sick.
Yo, busted.
Whose autograph is it?
MJD.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
That's it.
That's actually fucking fire. If
That's
you're a
kinda
Jags fan
tough.
getting that
That's
helmet,
kinda
not gonna
tough.
lie. That's kind of a cool one because it's an old guy who's
Yeah.
actually one of the rare guys that's been good for that franchise. That's a good pull.
That's kind of tough.
Shit.
All right, can
And
you
that
not?
face mask is lit. That looks like it's a that looks like it's an authentic helmet as well. That's like a real helmet.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
sick. Some of them are
fire.
fake. Like the OBJ one I got, it's like you can't even put the
Yeah.
helmet on. There's like shit inside.
Yeah, there's nothing in there, right? It's
Yeah,
weird.
whatever.
Yeah, it's like one of those bozo jerseys,
Yep.
like Bojack.
Trent, we know what we're signing up for with these things, man.
Shit's
Come-
worth a Shugs bagel.
Would you rather have a Shugs bagel hand delivered to you over this weekend,
Or the
whatever you
Bojack.
want, or that Bo Jackson jersey?
Dude,
hung
I'm
up in
taking
place?
I'm taking Shugs bagel every time.
You're taking Shugs bagel 9
Yeah.
times out of 10. Yep.
Yeesh.
Well, I don't blame you. That jersey
No,
is
Jalen
worthless.
Waddle.
All right, come on. We'll even
Come
take two.
on. Give me a dolphin here. Give me a dolphin.
Another Florida would be crazy.
Black bag,
Extra hit. What is
Dobbins,
that?
extra hit.
extra hitter.
Dobbins. Ew.
Oh,
Ew.
Romeo Dobbs. Oh, J.K. Dobbins.
is that a Dobbins Ravens jersey? What is
Raiders.
What?
Raiders now? Is that new?
Raiders.
Wait, what?
No, he's on the Chargers now.
I'm confused.
He was never a fucking Raider.
I'm confused,
I'm trying to
folks.
figure it out.
That
man.
that's probably not J.K. Dobbins.
Could be
then. It's gotta
Black Raven.
Matt.
I've never seen a Ravens jersey look like that. That's
Could
Yeah,
be
I thought
Ohio
now.
State. Could be
I
Ohio
didn't know
State.
their numbers were white. Oh, it could be like Gray Ohio States, maybe.
Yeah, it could be an alternate Ohio State, which would be sick.
Very
That's
Actually.
kind of sick.
J.K. Dobbins, that one's for you, Matt. It's
Matt,
just got traded. That's rough.
Matt just got hooked up. Just got traded.
This is not the solo. This is the triple.
I always get the Raiders.
Come on, Dolphins.
Orange
orange.
and white.
Oh,
Let's go! Let's go!
Little waddle action.
Let's go,
Wow.
Chelly! Jalen Waddle, let's go!
Wow, dude.
Let's
No
go,
way.
Chelly! Wow, bro.
Waddle.
Wow.
Oh!
No way you just smacked a Waddle authentic.
It's good. Wins the game at the buzzer.
Let's go. Chelly, bro, get up here, man.
Four.
Holy shit.
Two guys playing shit that they did in the
24.
studio. Niggas used
That
to
was
sit
Matt
in the
P on the J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, there's one
But
more.
there is a
Double
lot
up.
of Matt.
One more.
Sneak fourth box? No way he pulls another dolphin out of this thing, right?
Pulls another Dolphin, bro. I'll
Four.
do 24-hour stream.
We're going old school. No visor here.
No visor.
No
Whoever
visor.
wins this helmet, you can pick a visor.
Gray
I'll
face
send
mask
with
is
it.
not
My
Dolphins.
visors do not hit on the old school.
Old
Is this
school
a
Dan
Commanders
Marino.
helmet?
Cards.
They're right.
Oh,
Ah, that's a
That's
big
a
fuck
stupid-
you.
Gary
That's the
Rice
last thing I wanted to
on
say.
the old.
All right.
wow. Super
Well,
rare.
that was
one.
electric. Let's fucking go, Chelly.
Are you Chelly?
Sure.
And
Sure.
it's a Dre Greenlaw. Dude, Dre Greenlaw. Did he
In
sign-
every break. In every break, dude.
I swear to God, he must have been putting in some serious hours on those SIGs.
It's
Unbelievable
actually
hours.
unreal. Literally unreal.
He needed to get his money up real quick over the offseason. He signed till his fucking hand fell off. All right. Javon, I want to take a peep at the NHL series prices for the weekends. I want to take a peep at the NBA lines for tonight.
Sure.
You
And then I
can
want to do
go-
the 60-second Supergoats and Squad Ride. We'll take a little extra time
Yeah,
after
yeah.
BTL. Probably go an extra 10 here. No stress. It's a BTL Friday. All right, everything in life is good. We're going to be okay. We got winners. We got plays over here, every sports. Javon, very curious to hear your opinions on what you think about these odds for the NHL playoffs this weekend.
Yeah. There's a couple interesting series prices. Not necessarily like ones that are super weird, except I would say the Panthers is a little odd in that game or that series, which Panthers haven't been great. I'd say they're still probably, you could argue, the most complete team in the East, but they've not impressed like the last month or two of the season. And the Bolts are one of the hottest teams in the league coming into the playoffs, and the Panthers are laying a fat price, which I don't know if it's just not on the board here or what, but they're like minus 170 up to minus 180 and probably getting a little higher now, which kind of confirms what I thought. I wanted the Bolts to absolutely not play the Panthers. I wanted the Bruins so bad because it's the only team they can match up with, because the Bolts are not deep, and the Panthers are one of the deepest teams in the league. So that's going to be a great series, and I think the Panthers probably eke it out. But yeah, that series price seems pretty telling.
All right. What about the Caps? We got to talk about the Caps really quick.
They have no shot. That's
Where are those odds? Why can't I see it? Oh, wait, where are they?
probably don't have them
They don't have odds up for them?
for that series.
Come on, they got to have odds up for it. And,
Oh, minus 450.
holy smokes. Minus 450. Dude. I mean, they have zero fucking chance.
Yeah, none. The games will be close just because it's how the Caps play. But like, if they don't get the first goal, they're not winning a game.
I'm going to game 3. I might be going to game 6, but it's looking like game 6 might not be happening by looking at this.
Yeah, I would definitely make sure you're there for 3 or 4.
Okay. Shit. Do they have spreads up or just the MLs for the series, Goots?
They have spreads on Blue Book. The way it works in the NHL, a lot of those are always juicy.
I can go to Blue Book if need be.
I just want to see what the cap spread is.
I know.
Look, they're playing the President's Cup squad.
Rangers minus 1.5 is like minus 180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Caps plus 1.5 is probably around plus 150. Okay. I mean, maybe they take him down on the fucking wire. I'd wish I could grab plus 2.5, but that's probably hella juicy for the Caps. I'm assuming it's probably like minus 200.
Yeah.
I do think the Caps have a little bit of fight left in them. I don't think they win the series, gun to my head, but they are playing the team with the President's Cup curse, and that means a lot because I've still yet to see that curse get broken in the years I've been following hockey. I'm waiting. And the Caps, when they went on their run a couple years ago, their team stunk too. So we'll see. I wouldn't
Yeah.
count out the vets, and you can't ever count out Ovi. Come on.
Yeah. So,
Can't.
man,
And he's heating up.
I think the games are going to be close. Don't get me wrong. Like the Rangers,
Yep.
they're not going to blow out the Caps like in these games. Maybe outside of like one, but
Okay.
I think it's probably like 4-1 Rangers,
All right.
if that.
Can we talk about the Avs series really quick? Javon, thoughts on the Avs for Ron here?
Oh, I'm taking the Jets to win that series.
Okay.
Probably. I mean,
Wow.
could argue scariest button to push out of all of these series because nobody likes fading the Avs, but huge that the Jets got home ice. That probably out of all these series, that is the one that matters the most. It is the most significant. But I really love the Jets defense. It's hard not to, especially when you have, Hellebuck behind that. So I think they put clamps on the Avs in this series. Again, scary to say because nobody's done it really in years. But again, the fact they got home ice in this series means everything. So I like the Jets.
Okay. Any other team, series, weird lines you wanted to point out before we take a peep at these NBA odds for tonight?
You could argue, I guess I was talking with DeGen about this a little earlier. If you want to take like somebody's trying to take a dog, I think the most comfortable dog that you can take is the Preds. It's like the Canucks at minus 150. Maybe that's a little long of a price, but nobody really believes in the Canucks as much as they should, I would say, to this point. And the Preds have been hot and went on a crazy streak close to the end of the season. So, I mean, them being plus 130 definitely is a little crazy. And, for hockey reasons, I kind of like the Canucks too. So maybe that's a game by game situation there, but I think they take that series.
All right.
Other than that,
We got to rewatch this. This is fucking hilarious.
What do we got?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, Charlie! Jalen Waddle, go!
Wow, dude.
Let's
No
go,
way.
Chelly! Unbelievable pull. How about it?
Unbelievable.
How about it, Chelly? Waddle, go. Why'd you
Hilarious.
pick the Dolphins, Chell? Were you just feeling it in your plums?
He's just
Great
feeling
pick.
it, dude.
I
It's a
the
Plums
Dolphins
pick.
get pulled all the time too, so that was a great pick. You
Smart
think
pick.
Krabs won the helmet off the reaction? I mean, what am I supposed to do? Fucking boo him? Get busy dizzy? I mean, tell him to go fuck himself when he wins a helmet? Grow up.
Gotta get hype, man.
Come on, grow up.
Yeah, Mike Muckage is crazy. That's
Yeah,
something
Mike
that needs to
Muckage,
stop
I'll
in that
leave-
household.
I'll leave that to Trent. Somebody buy him a goddamn new mic cover. He's gonna need it.
Yeah, please, bro.
Crusty.
All right. NBA. Chicago, Miami tonight's. Javon, your Heat. They're still favorites against the Bulls after the Bulls look like the best team in the NBA in their playing game the other day. Are we taking Miami on the ML? Are we taking your Heat without Jimmy Butler still as favorites against the Bulls?
Yes, we are. Absolutely.
Why are we
The
doing it?
Heat.
Real quick summary.
You know why we're doing it, Krabs. They're without Jimmy, and they're at home, which you would say maybe that's the reason they're favorites. But the Heat have been god awful at home, especially to end the season. So if you want to take the Bulls, who just look like the Warriors at plus chicken against the Heat, who are without Jimmy Butler, nobody really believes in that team anymore. If we just saw them collapse, and obviously now you're without one of the best players in the NBA, be my guest because the Heat, they do this. This is not even like a biased fans play, but if we're talking about buying bad news in the NBA, the Heat are the most profitable team to do it with. So we'll put that to the test. Vooch is not going to guard Bam. Bam's going to go off in this game. Maybe not so much on the boards. We're talking about that with Mikey, but in the paint, can't hold him. He's going to have to be super aggressive. And when Bam is super aggressive, that offense actually figures out how to score points. So it's going to be one of those games. And we're also going to see pretty tough matchup for DeMar, too. He's going to see a little bit of Haywood Highsmith, one of the better, most underrated defenders in the NBA. It's really just going to have to force Kobe White to have another ridiculous game because he's going to have a lot of volume, I would think, in that game. And he's probably going to have another solid game, but the good load's going to all be on his shoulders, which I don't think works for a second game in a row.
Okay. What about the Kings and the Pelicans tonight? This should be a great game. very curious on your thoughts. What do you like?
Yeah, I'm pretty torn on a side or not. Maybe not total. Just looking at this game, I know it's playoffs. You're going to see a lot of lower totals, but 210.5 for these two teams seems hilariously low. I like the under here. I guess it kind of makes sense if you look at the way they match up. I'm interested to see what
that is so low. Holy fuck.
Yeah, really low.
Dude, the splits are so sharp on the under too.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get involved with that under. It's obviously it's a different look with Zion being out here, but it's also I don't know what the Pels are going to do because Joval is probably going to have to play on Sabonis a good bit, but when they're in their best, it's realistically when Larry Nance is in the game. I don't know if they can afford that too much. We'll see kind of what they do, but yeah, that total is really, really low and probably for a reason. So give me that under. I don't know about a side or total, but also a guy who burned everybody not playing at the end. Brandon Ingram's going off today.
Sure. Trent, did we buy back into this or are we just seeing what he's pulling? Okay.
Eagles. We need NFC East. NFC East.
Oh, green. Is that?
Oh my God, dude! Are you kidding me?
That is sick. Who is that?
Who is it?
Hurts.
On the rep.
That helmet sucks, dude.
That's around me.
That's a shit helmet, bro. You don't want that. Come on.
Kelly's taking down another one. Last spot, Magic.
Shelly takes down another one. He said.
Crazy.
Wow, bro.
Shit,
I can smell that helmet through here, bro. It smells like rat shit.
Yeah. Get out. Get out of there.
It smells like 31-9 in the wild card.
Yeah, Shelly, hang him up, bro. Take a week off after that. That was unbelievable. Holy smokes. That is a cool looking helmet. I'll give you that. But Jalen Hurts blows. He blows.
Crazy.
Unbelievable, though, Shelly. All jokes aside. It's 2 fucking wins. 2 helmet wins.
Insanity
Holy
run.
shit.
Love that.
Real quick, let's look at the odds for the NBA series because the people were super horny for those and wanted us to go over them, although we already have 3 times this week. Let's do it one last time before we get into the 60-second Supergoats. Okay?
Before you do, I want you to know that I made a wholesale job of why I'm taking the Bucks to win the series and didn't even know Giannis wasn't.
Okay. How do you not know that?
Jeff Trent.
How do you not know that? Anyways, let's take a peep at these series prices. Okay.
Sure.
Cleveland getting some respect there. I'd say I lean with Cleveland, but I don't know if I want to lay that juice. I mean, they're playing the Magic. Mavs getting a little bit of pullback. I believe they were minus 130 yesterday when we pulled this up, but either way, It's a good sign.
I think they were.
So, right?
I thought they were lower than that. They were dogs for a while.
No, because I remember we talked about it yesterday, and I was like, "Damn, they must have gotten some steam." And you were like, "Yeah, they moved." But I think they pulled back like 5 cents. Hurt helmet, $1,200 on Fanatics. Wow,
That's just worth a Target gift card.
And it shows.
Rumor has it it's worth $4,000, and it's Bo Jackson, and it's the first time he's said it. 5 racks. This will change your life. All right. Suns minus 135 against the T-Wolves. Give me that. They win. Still kind of feels weird because it's Bradley Beal and he's a loser. And it is the big 3 out there in Phoenix, but that's some serious respect against the T-Wolves who played better all season. Give me the Suns. Pacers are faves now. That's interesting.
Makes sense with Giannis being confirmed out, I guess, for the start of the series, but that's still wild to see.
I mean, yeah, give me the Bucks. I'll buy the bad news there. Trent, I'm with you. Give me the plus, Jake. Give me the Bucks. Nobody wants the Bucks. Everyone's talking about how it didn't work, bringing in Damian Lillard. The team stinks. Giannis is hurt. He's about to leave. That's the team I want to be buying stock in.
Well, you know what we should do right now, Krabs? Because while we have the last couple minutes, they have the NBA series prize pick squares up on the board.
No.
For, I think, most of the series.
Yes, dude. Can we please look at that?
Yeah, we can look at that. I figured Trent has some whales there.
Yes. Let's go over there. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got going on. NBA series price. We were balls deep in this for the NBA playoffs last year.
Yeah, for, I think, the ECF and the finals. We were down there.
A lot of squares up.
A lot of squares. Trent, you got any POD squares?
No, I honestly haven't. This is my first time looking at it.
It's kind of soft as well. Whoa.
Bradley Beal, less than 74.5 points. in games 1 to 4. He
He's
simply
been
does not have a
balling,
clutch
though,
gene.
dude. He's
He's been balling in the regular season when it doesn't matter. Javon, he's never done anything that matters.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's just like that matchup against the T-Wolves. If you think the Suns are going to win the series, he would have to go over. That's literally that's his matchup.
I mean, if you think Bradley Beal is going to be shooting the rock that much as he was at the end of the regular season with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, God forbid they're down in this game. You think Kevin Durant or Devin Booker are even passing the rock? Come on, dudes.
They just
Bradley
have
Beal will quietly fucking hide in the corner in that game and not do anything or have any impact on it because he's a loser.
he can't though, because like they have Rudy and Cat. Like everything's gonna be tough at the rim, which is like a little bit of KD there too, and then like Devin Booker's gonna have a tough matchup too. He's probably gonna see a little bit of everybody. Like if I have to pick anybody on the Suns who I think has the best matchup, it's definitely Beal.
Take us over then.
I might, Krabs.
No.
I literally might.
How have I not engraved this into your brains about Bradley Beal not respecting coins or doing his job ever? Ever.
Bro,
He
I
doesn't
can't
win.
I'm absolutely bombing an entry, bro.
Okay.
But I can't do it until tonight because I need OKC squares.
Yeah, they don't have everything up. I don't think they have Mav squares up either, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Beal could be a whale. Beal could so be a whale, dude.
Are there any other squares that are catching your eye?
I'm looking through them right now. I guess they still don't have everything up, which kind of sucks.
I feel like we should probably do the 60-second sharp report and squad ride and
Yeah, let's probably do that.
and all that stuff. I don't think we're gonna have time to craft up entries on this right now. It's already 2:11.
Let's do that.
Okay. You want to do the 60-second Supergoats? For the real punishment here?
Might
Yeah?
have to do that.
Dudes,
Ron,
get
you
your
want-
ass up here.
You want
W's.
to bring up your screen and I'll time it so you can. It's better you to go through it than me.
Yeah, I can do that. 1 second.
Okay.
Why don't you do squad ride? We'll do squad ride while I pull it up.
Perfect.
All right, Goots, run that shit. All right, chat. Squad ride, cake last night. Arizona Diamondbacks. No shit. Rat meat. Terrible bet. Cannot have it again tonight. Have to bounce back. Surely we swept the KBO board this morning, but that's not good enough. We need the squad ride back. We got to end the week in the positive, in the green with the squad rides. Let's go 3-2 this week, and we have to get a squad ride W tonight for that to happen. All right, I'm tired of losing these shits. We're not doing it anymore. We're winning today. All right, lock the fuck in. Click the right button, chat. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. For today, I think we have to put that under in Sacramento and New Orleans in there before I forget about it because I really like that squad
we
play.
might have to put that in there, Krabs.
I really like that play. Yep. That one
Yeah.
was screaming to me. I since you brought it up, I have not looked away from it. It's right on the screen, right in front of me. I'm obsessed. Give me that.
Yeah, there we go.
Kings
I'm
and
in on that.
Pelicans under. Who do you think wins that game, Javon? I know it doesn't matter, but real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the Pels, but not willing to go to the grave with it.
Yeah, you don't want to bet on the Pels to go 6-0 against the Kings this year?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm
I
with you.
don't.
Okay. Anything in the Heat game? Do you want to take your Heats? How much do you trust Miami in this spot?
I trust the Heat. Down to go there.
Heat winning this game?
They're winning this game.
All right, Javon. Are we taking the ML minus 120?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in. Let's see. Miami money line. Now let's go ahead and head over to the Diamond. Can we?
Let's go to the Diamond.
Let's go to the Diamond. Can we? We got plenty of plays, plenty of angles. Looks like that juice is starting to move up on that over in Washington. That's fire. Love that. You know, I also really like that St. Louis under. I like, what was that? San Francisco, Arizona over I definitely liked as well.
Yep.
Detroit, Minnesota under. There was another under that I came across that I was obsessed with. that we were talking about. Oh, that Chicago White Sox and Philly under. Can we please put that in there?
Sure. I'm in on that.
Please. You like that play?
Yep.
Good. All right. White Sox and the Phillies under 7.5. And you don't want to pivot and take a team total under in that. You're good with the full game under?
I mean, we could go first 5. The White Sox are involved.
What's that first 5 number at? Let's see.
4.
Under 4 minus 120. That sounds like a push to me. I like that angle better, though. I'm starting to see some 3.5s popping up, too. I like the way it's moving, like on the blue book. Huh.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm down to take that.
I'm down.
Let's get those bullpens out of here, and that'll be us squaring up for MLB, which we need to do at times. And let's get those bullpens out of the picture. No, thank you.
Sure.
No, thank you. First 5, under 4. We're going to lay the juice with that at minus 120. It's still available there on half the books. Okay? Looks like one of the books that has a TV channel as well that we're not going to give free advertisements to has a 4.5 extra juicy. So maybe go sting them for that play if you want to take it there. Okay? Right now, we've got that first 5 under. We got Miami ML, the Pelicans under in the NBA. Javon, what play am I leaving out where you're like, why the fuck have you not already said this? We need to put that in there.
I mean, I can't get away from that under in St. Louis. Really can't.
Sign me up. Milwaukee, St. Louis under 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't want to take St. Louis, right? You trust this under. You're in love with this under. You've been thinking about it since the start of the show. Let's not ever think it.
If you give me the veto, I'm not going to say no. You want to go to St. Louis.
I won't because I like both plays. It's not like I don't like the under. I do.
No.
I do. Let's take the under 7.5. If you just came and said that's the fucking play you like the best and not St. Louis ML, then yeah, we're not getting Q. We're not pivoting there. Okay.
Sure.
One more play. If we have it in us. We can also always send the 4-guyser, but is there another one that you were looking at? Maybe the Yankees laying the juice, and we can leave it up to Chad if they want to lay that juice. But the Yankees are probably winning that game.
That one's a little far to lay the juice as a squad ride, but they are winning.
Okay. What about the Nats over in that game? Mackenzie Gore has some weird squares up. He might get rocked today. I think the Nats will hit up, our guy Justin Verlander at least minimally. It's starting to finally rise up again, that total, which is good. How about that one?
I'm in. Say less.
Yeah, word. Cool. Houston, Washington. I'll be boots on ground for that game, chat. If you're going to be in Nats Park, let me know. Houston and Washington over 8.5. Dude, that threw me off there a little bit. Typing at the same time, but we're good. All right, guys. 5 plays, 5 winners on today's BTL Friday episodes. All right, loaded slate today. Minimally, we got, NBA going. We got MLB going. There'll be KBO late nights. If you don't think I'm getting back in the lab tonight after what we did this morning, give me a fucking break. Stay posted. Follow me. Put my noties on. Follow me on Bookit. Lock the fuck in. We've only just begun with the KBO. That model, I didn't even have to dust it off today. It was already shined up, primed, waxed, and ready to roll. That thing was glistening when I woke up.
Waxed is
that model
insane.
was humming. The
Waxed
model was
is
humming. It actually woke me
insane.
up this morning. It was my alarm. Yep. Chat, get those votes in. Hurry up. I want to see Krabs sweat that over in person. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be sweating it in person. That's for sure. But that does not mean that's why we should vote for that, though, chat. We got to click the right button. We got to click the right buttons. Okay. I like where your head's at. I like the play. That's why it's up there. Trust me. I like all 5 of these, but gotta see one get through the hoop. And we have the sharpest chat in all the lands. I need you guys to dial in for me. Not take the fun play today, but take the fucking winner, please.
The winner.
We need to go 3-2 this week. I need that confidence heading into next week when BTL's back on Monday. Come on. Please.
Sure.
Make it happen. Lock in those votes. All right, you got about 1 minute left. After this, we're going to do the 60-second Supergoats for Javon. That's his wheel punishment. And then we're going to pivot to the surge stream. All right, Trent's being very good right now, very patient. I'm sure he's listening to every word, trying to lock in some winners here as well. Trent, if you had to vote for the squad rides, what are you picking out of these 5 plays, my man? What do you like?
Probably that under.
Word.
That one.
NBA one.
Word.
Yeah, that's probably.
I mean,
It's
yeah, I
good
looked at
sweats.
that immediately and fell in love. I'm
Yeah,
with
that
it.
one. That one might be the one.
I'm with it.
Sneakily.
Okay. These data monkeys, you kind of sound like a miserable prick anyway, so we don't really want you in here. But if you were smart enough to know and listen to us talking about you going to YouTube and watching on there with no ads, you'd fucking know that. Okay?
It's soft small.
No, I kind of feel lucky.
We got the over in DC. Is it at
Trenches.
8.5 now, Goots? Don't tell me it's at 8.5, bro.
That could be big.
I thought
be
it was at
so big.
8.
That could be the difference.
Yeah, it's at 8.
GG. Well, I'll change that.
It's at 8. What the hell? Yeah, let's change that real quick. Chat. Looks like you guys want to see me sweat. Boots on ground at the Nats game. I shouldn't have fucking told you shit, but you know what? I like that play as well. That's why we put it in there, Javon. I'm
Sure.
not messed about it.
Sure.
We got to trust chat. They have not strayed us astray overall over the last couple years. It's not time to change the narrative now. All right, we're trusting. Chat, over 8. Houston, Washington. That's the squad ride tonight. Let's win.
There we go.
All right. Javon, 60-second Supergoats. Are we ready to roll? Are we ready to cook?
Yeah, let me pull it up. Pull it up real quick.
All right, chats. And then we're going to pivot to the Surge stream. So stick around. If you have a play for Trent, get fucking ready. Practice that sell job. We need to hear some good ones today. Okay?
There we go.
Coots, we got a timer.
Yes. 1 second.
Potential timers.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
All right. Get it going.
Ready?
We're off.
All
We're
right,
off.
three.
We're off.
3, 2, 1. All right, here we go.
We're off. Bam. Grubbing. Up. I'm just bowling at this point. We're going series prices in this. Marchand. Grubbing. Take me to it. Caleb. Double up on Heat. Saw that square up again. He's probably hitting 2 without Jimmy. What we got for Joe Ryan? Oh, the fantasy scores off the fucking board.
GG.
Gee, that just
Go,
put
go,
my
go, go, go.
whole plane and piss. Whole plane and piss. Whole plane and piss.
Chelly's so
walking
much
to-
quicker with this shit.
Well, yeah, Chelly's a seasoned vet at this,
Crabs, you muted.
and we're on the fucking board too.
20 seconds left. 15
20
12
seconds
seconds.
left. 10 seconds left.
10,
9.
9, 8, 7, 6.
You better click some squares.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Click a square.
Done.
There's six, there's six,
That
there's
was a
six.
random square selection.
Done.
That was not a
Hands
random
up.
square selection.
Hands up.
Not a random
I wanna
square
see it.
selection. Not a random square selection.
I don't
was in
know.
the
That
back
looked like
of
a
that.
random square selection to me.
Hey, LeBron strikeout.
That looked like a random selection assortment of squares to me. That looked like he was flustered. What do we have here? 3berg? No.
Yeah,
6.
six.
Case. There we go.
Bam.
All right, Javon, take us through this puppy. Sell it. Let us know why you took it. Sell me this pen, and then we're off this puppy.
So it's a Heat game stack, 2 Heat, 2 Bulls with a walk square from Clark Schmidt and Brad Marchand and no show series. Had to throw some weird shit in there. Bam's grubbing against Vooch. He's soft as maw. Caleb Martin roll without Jimmy in the lineup. Very, very different. Squares up and juicier after he got stuck on 1 against the Sixers. Vooch ain't grubbing boards against Bam. Kobe White. DeMar's getting clamped. Vooch getting clamped. Somebody's got to chuck up 3s. This way I don't got to count on him to make them and have another legacy game. Clark Schmidt, really weird square. He had 5 walks in his last start. Now he's facing the Rays, who strike out a shit ton and are not very patient. Then Brad Marchand is about to be a fucking pest against the Leafs. So
All
there we
right.
go. Place that Johnson.
Ladies and gents, that is your 60-second Supergoats. We'll come up with some new punishments for the wheel when we have to pull that puppy out. Hopefully we don't have to pull that puppy out on Monday. All right, hopefully the squad ride does its job. The sharp report looks clean, and we can move on to Tuesday. All right, but I have a feeling that wager wheel ain't going anywhere. We might be seeing that thing sooner than we want. Okay? All right, chat. Squad ride over in DC. All right, I'll be there, boots on ground, sweating that puppy out. So tune in. If you're going to be at the park, come up, say what's up. I'll buy you a beer. Stick around for the Surge stream. We got Trent grinding. Come pitch him a play. Rumor has it, he's got some locks he likes. If you missed the app report this morning, he's already gone over some of his plays. Go check that out on the YouTube. Go subscribe. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow or next week. Same time, same place. We'll be seeing.